camera.
Hey,
Hey.
bitches.
Oh, I totally missed that key.
Welcome to Pillow Talk, y'all.
This is so
It's a
weird.
different version. It's a
So
different
weird.
version. Yeah.
Definitely different this week.
Yeah.
So weird. It's weird. That's all I
We
know.
still gonna make an ass of ourselves.
I mean, I am because
Yes.
I can't get like I can't. What's happening?
From the comfort of our own homes.
Literally
Yeah.
not. Yeah, sure. I can't remember my passwords and stuff. Anyway, y'all. So this week we doing things a little different, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit happens. It's a whole new world these days. So we just, you know, change your shit up. Real quick, we'd like to thank Tyler for this little shut up.
Yeah.
For this little setup he got us going on. We appreciate you.
Tyler always comes through.
Always comes through. Always.
Yeah. I know he's tired of our shit. We be like,
I know,
Tyler,
he
we
puts
bring
up
this
with it.
bottle from the ceiling. He's like, I got you.
He ain't
Tyler,
tired.
we gotta throw jizz all over Louise. I got you.
That.
He ain't tired. He ain't tired of our shit yet.
No.
He ain't
He's
tired
not
of our
tired of us,
shit.
but he puts up with a lot of shit, though.
Yeah.
It really does. It
Hey,
really,
I
really
still
does.
didn't get my name together.
Yeah, because
All
right
right,
now
y'all.
you're only
That's
Sam
all
with
right,
one
man.
M. So
Gosh, hey, I can't never be great.
you are great.
It's your phone.
He said, I can't never be great. I can't never be great.
I'm about to kill
You
this kid.
always great,
Y'all go to
girl.
bed.
So this week we were supposed to have a guest, but since things changed up a little bit, we will move our guest to next week. But we are still on the same. We're gonna keep on the same topic.
Okay.
Topic is toxic ass relationships.
We
Oh,
all
boy.
know them. But wait
And
a
I
minute, are we
know
talking about the goofy, fun toxic, or are we talking about like the mental draining toxic? We got to be
all the
specific.
We can cover
above.
both. We got enough time to cover both of
For
them.
sure.
All the above. All the above. All the above. It's gonna be all the above. You know. But before we get started on that, how did anybody die this week?
Yeah.
I did.
I mean, literally, or
Well, obviously not literally because we all right
no.
here.
Yeah, no, I
Like, did
didn't.
your
I
soul
did.
leave your body?
I was trying to get my cheeks cracked, but he ain't do it.
He did what?
Anyways, go ahead. Who died? Moving
Not
on.
me. Not me for
I
sure.
did. I did a little bit.
A
I
little
came
bit.
to like I started to like fucking die, and then like he must have knew, so like he calmed down, and then I'm like, all right, I'm cool, and then he started slapping them cheeks again, getting all up in girl.
So the question I have is, did Louise's friend get the booty hole?
Did he?
Not till tomorrow. Not till tomorrow.
Oh my
Bullshit!
god!
You told us that last week.
You gonna schedule it the
No,
day
no.
after?
Listen, you guys, I have to be fucked up to do that. Like, I can't
No,
just
you
do it.
don't.
Like,
Yes, you can.
I
Don't
have to
play.
I mean, I just gotta be like, I have to be drunk or high or something. I can't just be sober and go into it doing it.
I mean, I guess it makes it a little bit better, but no, you don't. It's still so much fun
I
without.
think like the anxiety. I'm just so nervous. But like tomorrow, I'm gonna spend the night over there, and I told him, I'm like, get me fucked up, and you gonna get that ass. He's like, it's a deal. So
Just tell him to get you some of that Delta shit. Get you some Delta. You gonna lay there dead. Ain't even gonna know what the fuck
I'm
happened.
gonna lay there dead. No, but like I tried because listen, I feel like every time we have sex, he like unleashes something different.
That's
Except
what it's
for
supposed to
Leo.
do.
I like it's weird, like, cause like I don't like the 69 because I'm a big girl, but if he dies, he dies, you know? And he's
He
like,
dies, he
girl,
dies.
get your ass over here. And I'm like, okay, like, yes, you know, whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. It seems like every time we have sex, it's like something different. Like he like reveals something different of himself. And I really
That's
like it.
fun. That's fun. That's the best kind of relationship, though. Sexual relationship.
Yeah, like I'm surprised. Like I'm curious of what's gonna happen tomorrow night. Like I don't know what's gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen. He ain't gonna get that burrito.
He better
Yes,
get that
he
booty hole.
is because I am
She
ready.
told us
I
that
am ready
flat
for
week.
it. I'm
She said
ready for it.
last week. She said tomorrow.
You
Tomorrow,
better get your
y'all.
jogging
No,
shoes
I
on and
wasn't
come
ready for
straight,
it.
run straight to
And
our
she act
chat.
like she ain't never took it up the ass.
I
That's what's
will be.
crazy.
No, I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow about it. I swear to God, I'm gonna give it to him
Bitch, we
tomorrow.
live
I feel
now. We don't want to wait till tomorrow.
We were trying to
Right,
talk to her ass yesterday. She hung up on us and then texted us like, "See y'all later."
right.
I'm like, how you
I
just
didn't put
gonna
my
shoot
kids
us out?
in bed.
No, that's because you
Didn't
got a
even
phone
say
call.
bye,
Don't
bitch.
play.
Just hung up.
Girl, you could have told us through the phone I'm gonna call you back, but you hung up and then took all that time texting.
Like I'm
I
leaving.
told
Bye.
you. Dude
No, we're
called.
just sitting
That's
here
why.
talking. I'm like, hey, where'd she go?
I know, we're all
Dude
thinking
called.
you're still there.
Ain't no be playing with her. So look, y'all. Look, y'all like looking all cute and shit, and I look like a fucking mama son that just got done pulling her grocery buggy up the steps.
I don't think one of us has a
What?
bra on.
I had
Girl, I ain't even got
lashes
panties on.
on. I put lashes on to go to fucking Walmart or where I wasn't supposed to go.
I didn't even put panties on, so I'm
Me
cool.
neither, girl. Me neither.
I
Put them
had to.
panties.
I don't care.
I don't like not wearing them.
I don't mind.
Do you know my wine glasses? You can only fill them up twice with one bottle of wine.
Damn.
Well, not most people's don't hold like 64 ounces of fluid, so that's a goblet. That ain't no wine glass.
Shut up.
Goblet.
Like I just started. I don't know what happened.
She just farted.
I just started.
Just what?
I'm like, why would you even go there right now?
Because I'm at home.
Damn. I gotta get you something.
So I'm the only motherfucker that ain't died. That never
I
happened.
didn't die.
No.
Tyler almost
Tyler
died
didn't die
today
either.
earlier.
Tyler almost died.
He caught that one. He caught it. He caught it. Is anyone like watching? Are they actually watching us at home? Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hey y'all.
I had to say, you see that? I'm all
Thank
like,
you,
yeah, I
everybody,
see
for
it.
watching our fuckery.
Welcome
So
to
listen, y'all. So what? Let's get down to it. Let's get down to it because we all been
Did you
talking
get
about
sponsors?
this. He ran it,
Did
right?
you, he ran the sponsors? He didn't run it.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, all right. Well, we got Helping Hands
Excuse
Moving
us. This is our
Services.
first time.
That's the new Be Right Back
We got
screen.
Helping Hand Moving Services. Contact Jen at 216-682-6955. Or you can contact Dave at 216-456-5080.
We waiting for it.
If you mention K Voice, you will get for the month of October, you will get
November.
or November.
No,
Fuck my life. You will get 10% as opposed to the 5% that we were doing. And also, if you mention, we'll talk about that later at the next one. And then we have Tattoo Cafe. They're located at 2141 Broadview Road, Cleveland, Ohio. You can contact them at 216-676-5858. You go see Joe, great tattoo or great piercer. He fixed a lot of my piercings. He also fixed Louise's piercings when she got pierced wrong. And and he's got amazing tattooists there. And then we have Spa and Nails, the brother and sister team of Lee and Christy. They be hooking. They be hooking us up. They're at 6488 York Road in Parma Heights. Their number, if you would like to book an appointment, is 440-843-6292. And then we have Blissful and Blessed, Rachel. I get like for real, like if you ladies, they got men's clothes though too. Go to www.blissfulandblessed.com. That's her website. Her name is Rachel. She's also at Blissful and Blessed on Facebook. Check her out. She's got amazing shit. Very affordable. Like I just sent her a picture, a while ago, like over a year ago, and she does lives, and then she'll be like, "No, Jen, that ain't gonna look right." You know what I'm saying? She be calling me out, but she dresses me. So love her. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, and then we got I can't remember. That's it. Yeah. And then we got hold on, is that oh my God, I looked over really quick at my laptop because I got the Facebook on, and her shoulder, it looked like a booty. Like she was bent over.
Oh,
Louise. She was leaning forward and I looked over. And it looked like her booty. She was just bent over. I'm like, what the fuck? So,
girl, you
ladies,
better put them things in a fucking flame.
now I know we all gonna admit we all have been in that relationship. Like that one relationship where the toxic shit is just
Girl, I've been in many.
I feel it. What do each of y'all think?
What makes a relationship toxic?
What makes it toxic for you, in your opinion? What makes it toxic? Well,
so I think there's like two toxic versions, and I think there's a good toxic.
Yes.
And then I think there's the bad toxic where
what do you mean by good toxic though?
Like good toxic. Like, okay, I'm gonna say it. Like y'all got some toxic shit going on, but it's not a bad toxic.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, okay, this is too toxic, it's not good for me, I gotta get the fuck out of it.
It's that fun, addicting toxic.
Toxicity. That's what it is. It's almost like
hypertrophy. It's big dick. That's what it is. It's big dick.
I didn't say it.
But I think that like toxic just means that you're gonna put up with a lot of shit.
Regardless if it's good or bad.
If it's good or bad, you're gonna put up with a lot of shit. You put up with a lot of shit to stay in that relationship, regardless of the circumstances.
Right.
I tried it for 2 years ago, and I couldn't do it.
Like anytime there's any type of abuse or something, fuck that. That's not toxic. That's abuse. Get the fuck out of it. That's not good.
Right.
Been there.
Right. But and then there's, emotional abuse. See, I'm one of those people, and I know I'm probably gonna catch some hate for this, where emotional abuse, ain't no fucking way you're gonna emotionally abuse me. No. No.
I do. I get my moments. I get my moments.
Come on, this motherfucker with some hate. You gonna lose that one.
Yeah, because I can't read it, but y'all can say what the fuck you want to say. I don't care. But I can read it anyway. So Tyler, you go ahead and tell me if people talking shit, because I have words for
So we got our biggest fan, Jim Blaylock, in the house. He says, inquiring minds want to know, not tomorrow. Girth says, LOL. Biggest fan says, Helping Hand Moving Services. If you want to hire them, have enough respect not to schedule the same day. You be reading my posts. Don't be calling me out.
Facts.
I do be mad too. I'm like, fuck, I gotta put pants on. So Louise, what is your definition of toxic?
When I'm gonna watch what I say here. When
Watch
kids
that.
are
Say what
involved.
you do.
Right.
Okay, cool. So, all right, cool. Toxic to me was when my daughter saw me and my ex-husband beat the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah, that's
That
fuck
to
that.
me is toxic. When
That
you're
was then like what's going on with
when you're
y'all?
trying to save when you're trying to save your marriage and you're putting up with cheating, drugs, abuse, every type of abuse, that to me is toxic.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting up with that shit anymore. That's why I cut it off with Gary, because I saw the ways of his lies. Oh yeah, I'm saying it. I'll say it.
Fuck it, call
Yeah,
him up.
I cut it off with Gary because he was lying, and that's the same thing that my ex-husband was doing, and I'm not doing that shit no more. I don't. That's me toxic.
You
So
my
that's
boy,
my
Kate.
toxic.
I feel like every man lies, and they lie about the littlest, dumbest shit. Like
The
what?
stupidest shit, Jam. The stupidest shit. The stupidest shit.
Girl.
Facts.
If
So
you're lying to me about stupid shit, what you
How big is it
what
gonna
you're lying to me
get?
about? How big is it gonna get? Yep. That's
Yes.
me toxic. That's my opinion of toxic. Though.
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you had that was straight toxic. Them two relationships back to back, boy. I'm like, oh god. Woo.
Yeah.
Her. Like that first one, like her ex-husband though, man. I remember I come running upstairs. Like, are we allowed to talk about this or no?
Yes, go ahead. That's fine. I'm
Okay.
not ashamed. I'm
So
proud of
like
where I'm at now.
I had literally just got my we lived together and I just got my port in. I wasn't even out of surgery. I shouldn't laugh about this, but she a beast. Um I walk upstairs and she's just like, why you put your hands on me? Da, da, da. And I'm like, hold on. I just had surgery. Like, y'all gotta chill out. Hold on. And like he just takes his bowl and like busts it over her fucking head. Like, yeah, I had a call. Clyde, it was it was bad. And then there was other instances. I don't want to get too much into detail for real, but there were other instances where that relationship needed to end as soon as possible. Or
Oh,
it needed to end as soon as possible. And then as for the next one that she mentioned, I don't want to mention his name, she can. He had us all fooled for real. He really did. And what was sad about it is he was one of those types that tried to get close to
Listen.
the kids. So, like it was just, it took like
it's
what, 2
creepy.
years for his truth to come out. It was like 2 years. It took
Wait,
him
he
2
was trying
years.
to what?
He
was
would like
he got into my life. He knew my kids, and he
and he
like
had a kid
I
too. That's what
portrayed
at the
himself
same
as a
age.
good man. Yeah, he portrayed himself as a really good man, but like
Jim,
he
you
Oh,
are
went to
you guys
absolutely
together?
correct. Jim said it's not just men that lie, though, and you are
You're
Oh,
right.
correct on that.
absolutely.
Big
right.
facts.
He's right.
100%, Jim.
Yeah,
Females is
our guest
dirty.
was going to be a male. It was going to be from a male point of view, but with the whole thing with the Zoom, we you know, forego that
There's
part.
COVID
But,
shit going on, so we have to stay separate. Let's just
yeah,
put it like that.
we gotta separate from 1 week. We all good though. Everybody good. Don't worry, y'all. We all good. Our children's are, we're mama
That
bears,
is
man.
ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, with whether you believe in COVID or not, it's real. So
G3, what up, y'all?
hey,
Hi.
Yeah, COVID is definitely real, and like people take that
when
shit as
you
a
have
joke
people
until
who are immunocompromised, it's probably the best to do what the fuck we're doing right now. So
right. So,
we
and
got that.
I want to say, you know what I'm saying?
And I
This
can
was
drink
their
and I
idea.
have to drive. What?
This was their idea. I was all like, "Oh, I'm vaccinated. It's cool." They was like, no."
Absolutely.
No.
So I love these bitches for that. But Sam,
Look, it's empty.
what is your definition of toxic? A toxic relationship. What does a toxic relationship mean to you?
I feel like, so I'm going to use obviously my experience, but like my first experience with that whole like bad toxic shit was it was perfect in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He portrayed as the perfect father, the perfect boyfriend, whatever. And
Always.
he was an older dude, so like I did not expect this out of him, but I guess I should have looked at him and he looked funny, so I should have knew better. So then it comes to where, you know what I'm saying, where you're connected and then they start using that power. Like
Right.
you and doing the twist and it's just all mental. Like I think I have been mentally abused, but then like you said, there's no way somebody can mentally abuse you. That is something in your own head. So that was something that I had to
If
grow out
you're
of.
weaker, it's going to be easier for them to do that.
Yes. And everybody's weak at one point. So you have to go through that to be strong-minded. So that's what I am now. Like I get my moments to where I'm like down and I'm like, you know
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm saying?
Here's
But
Layla, the star of the show. He says, he said, oh, it's all good. I'm guessing from it's not just men, you know, or women, or men, it's women. And then he said, Sam, with 2 M's, in a tank top, I'm in heaven.
We all are. She's so cute.
What's that? What is it?
Motorboat.
my big shoulders.
We
I
got
got
3 minutes. What?
big ass shoulders.
We
Hold
gotta
on,
go on break.
Tyler, hold it back up.
We
What?
have a break, guys.
I
We
think
have
we
to
gotta
have a
go on
go
break
break
at
at
10:50.
3 minutes till break.
Already?
Okay.
All right. So my version of toxic is,
I mean, that's
you know,
just the
I
best.
don't even think it's toxic. I just think I think this type of person is the type of person that gets away with so much. Like they portray themselves as like they get in a relationship with somebody and they portray themselves as this person that's going to be caring, and on when they leave the 4 walls that you share together and they portray this picture that is not what it is, and like they make you feel like I don't really want to say it, but like
Just say it.
mentally, my last relationship, like with my ex-husband, was probably the most mentally broken I have ever allowed a human being to do me. And
And then
Louise will tell you that shit was bad. And you know, but at the same time as saying that it was very toxic, I was able to say, okay, well, you know what? Like, you gonna have to answer for that. All of what you did, I don't have to let people know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And he answering for that right now. Because his situation is not good.
Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch.
So, but we have some, I pulled up and saved some stuff about toxic relationships. How long is the break going to be, Tyler?
Just a minute.
Yeah,
I have to go to the
basically just a
bathroom.
minute, enough for us to refresh the Zoom.
I say he like throws up the sponsors and then we're back.
All right, cool. So wait, do we have to do anything? Like we got to log out or anything?
Yeah,
Oh God, I got to go through all that. So you got to send us a link again? All right, we'll be back in like a shake.
I gotta go see y'all in a minute.
All right. She just
Hey y'all,
came.
we're back.
Look, we working on this Zoom thing. Y'all got to give us a little time. At least our fucking
Y'all,
kids are quiet.
I gotta eat.
mine's
'cause
not.
So okay, so we back to this toxic. So all right, so there I have. Let me tell you, I have been searching the internet tirelessly. And there's so much like you can cover about this subject. And
Oh, I
honestly,
bet.
there's some things that I have read that I never thought was signs of a toxic relationship. So I'm gonna name, there is 10 in total. I'm gonna name 2 at a time and then we'll just discuss those. So the first one is ruminating and obsessing. Unhealthy relationships are characterized by the constant worry about the partner and obsessing about them. 2,
Yeah.
walking on eggshells. After so many fights that drained and exhausted you, all
That's
you want
fun.
is some peace and getting along. So you walk on
So
eggshells.
fun.
Jesus. Like if that's not it, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
I
I
think this
can't
be
speak for anyone
obsessing too.
else's. Huh?
You can't what?
I can't speak for like anyone else's experience. I can only speak for my own. But like the relationship I was in was toxic. John, you know it was toxic. It was, but over time, I think that started because we were so young.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And like as we grew older, and I mean, like shit changed where it was like it was no, and then by all means, don't think if you're in a toxic relationship you got to stay in it because it's going to get better, because it worked for me.
Right.
But like we were
Oh.
so bad for each other years ago. Like we were, it was bad, bad. Like he was trying to do his own thing, and I'm like, no, I need you to survive. And now I'm like,
Right.
who
So
the fuck? Like, I don't even know who the fuck I was back then. But we were young. Like, I don't fault him now that I'm going to be fucking 42 in a couple weeks. I don't fault him now because I look at it and we were young. Like, we got together young
Yeah.
and like we didn't get to experience a lot of stuff because we were together. And then like he was doing his own thing and it was toxic as fuck. Like, there were times when I'm like, I just want to die. And now I'm like, like, who the fuck was
Like
that
you
girl?
grow as a person though too.
Huh?
But you guys grew together. But it's like you guys grew together though. That it worked
Sometimes in
out, you
order
know.
to be in a relationship that's gonna fucking last, you gotta go through shit.
and
You
forget.
do.
Tyler, you're being talked to in the chat, by the way.
Who Tyler is?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
What are they saying?
It was G3. He just said that he graduated to StreamYard. No idea what that is. And now to master OBS, right, Tyler? I don't know what that is. And sometimes work relationships can be toxic too. That's not, now, see, we were going to get on that. That is very true. It doesn't have to be, the relationship doesn't have to be a sexual relationship just to be toxic. There's stuff on that as well. So.
Mm,
But
Right.
I agree with, but like I will tell you, like Ms., like they met as babies. They had to grow. They had to learn about themselves before they can get to where they are now. And I think they have a good relate. I mean, you know, everybody has their arguments, you know, whatever. But like to go through what y'all two went through and still be here, like together.
how long
That's
did it
huge.
get there?
We got together when I was 15.
Baby.
First baby on my 19th birthday. And like from the time that we were 15 until like 18, we were good. He was like obsessive and I loved it. I loved every fucking minute of it. And then it was
He
like once I
was
got
a Sam with
pregnant,
2 M's.
huh?
You were a Sam. You wanted to sleep underneath his skin.
Oh my God, like we were together every day. I couldn't get enough of it. And then we
Work
had the
together
first
and
baby.
everything.
And then it was like after I had the first baby, it was like I lost him. And I don't know if it was because like he was forced, honestly, he was forced to grow up so fast that he like rebelled
Right.
against it almost.
I went
Like
to
we were together a couple of years and he was doing, his thing, whatever. And like I said, it's not a negative thing I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got pregnant when we were broke up, actually. We were still hooking up. My mom didn't want us together, but we were hooking up. I got pregnant again. And it was like after probably about a year and a half after my second son was born, where like things changed. He grew up probably around 20, 23, 24, maybe 24, 25, something like that. And since then, like I already know, like I talk shit to him. I do it on purpose because I'm an asshole. I talk shit to him, but I'm his whole fucking life. I know I am.
As he is yours.
I know I am. I absolutely know I am. He would do whatever he could to give me what I wanted.
He be talking shit. Both y'all do, but.
And sometimes I revert back to, well, you owe me that. You owe me that because of the way you treated me back then. But you don't know me shit.
All right.
That's the one thing what
Well,
I
you
do, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I throw shit in David's face, and I'm like, well, and after I say it, I'm like, but you know what? You're such an asshole because you stayed. Like I stayed, even though he did that. So
Right.
why am I sitting here throwing it in his face like it's gonna matter? Because he already knows I forgave him for that. But he doesn't know that the scars.
It took me, now don't get it wrong, because it took me a lot of fucking years. A lot of fucking years to get over the shit that we went through.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fucking years. And even now I still think back and I'm like, man, we went through a lot because of you. Like in my eyes, of course, I'm a female, so I'm gonna blame him for, being at fault for that.
Right.
Where in his eyes, he's probably like, well, you weren't doing this or you weren't whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I mean, we got a kid. Well, I never wanted to get married. I did when we were younger, and then I'm like, why get married? I don't. So we ended up getting married late after one of my kids was born. I don't fucking know. There's so many of them, but I think Liam was a year old. So we've been married like 10 years.
Sorry.
But he deals with me.
Y'all went through a whole decade of toxic and got through it. So yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a bad toxic. It wasn't like he wasn't.
Girth chiming in and saying wine and crackers.
I know, right? Who said that?
Girth.
Girth,
you about to get yelled at.
The Girth, Sam, I'm gonna give you some of this wine because I got the blackberry chilling in the fridge now. Because this strawberry shit, no, fuck that. We're gonna take a ride. We're gonna go out to Dover. Let me go ahead and plug my little fucking heritage place because Heritage got a winery. And I swear to God, I buy a case every time I go out there of all different flavors. And this shit is so good. Like, so fucking good.
I want wine too.
For nothing.
Well, we'll all go get fucking wine. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I love that shit.
I love
Sam looks like she is in slumber party mode, G3.
Right? She ready to go sleep.
Okay, y'all. So now we have 3 and 4. Ready? Now this is Louise right the fuck here. Feeling guilty for everything. When you are in a toxic relationship, you feel like you are always the guilty one and always the one apologizing.
That's her.
Oh my God.
That is her.
Me. That is me, dude.
And
this
now
dude had me thinking I was the crazy one.
That's how they do it too.
Yeah. And then the next one, number 4. Number 4 is manipulating and controlling behaviors. Do you feel you both have the freedom to be who you want to be and go where you want to go?
Yeah.
Now, see, I will say, I'm going to tell you.
I like to drink. So if I want to go to the bar, like I would love to just go to the bar and hang out. I'm not a bar fly. I like the atmosphere. I like listening to music and just chilling with a drink. He's not a drinker.
Girth says, she just trying to show her cleavage, laughing face. And then he said yes. And then he also said to answer Jen's question. Oh, that ain't my name. You even had me say it.
Which question though?
Question.
She's just show her cleavage. She got nice titties.
Like
But
clearly,
like I'll tell you now, that's where the relationship is, where I think where the toxic is such a strong word. Because with Clyde, he's like, he don't really give a fuck what, I mean, I'm not gonna say he don't give a fuck what I do, but
that's true.
if I'm gone for like longer than an hour, he's like, I want you to call me and let me know you're good. And if I don't, he'll be calling me within 2 hours. But I don't think, see, our circumstance is different though. I think he's just worried about me. So I'm kind of against, I think that one sign to me, that number 3 or number 4, the controlling part, I kind of feel like that can go either way. For real.
I got
You know
yelled
what
at
I'm saying?
today because of that.
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna tell you, because like if I'm out and about, he don't call me. If he's out and about, I be calling him like all the time. And it's not because I don't trust him. It's not because I'm like, oh, he's fucking with some other girl. No. But I feel like I deserve to know where you're at. Like I don't. So like today he was like coming home.
Oh God.
So I called him. I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I had to stop here before I went here and whatever. And I went and stopped there and seen his bike. And I'm like, He's like, why you got an attitude? Because you ain't tell me he was going there. Like, I don't.
Right.
And then I felt bad because I'm like, I'm not trying to be controlling or tell you what you have to do, but
let me know.
let me know. Like, let me know. Because I let you know, like, I'm like, oh, if I gotta poop, I'm like, oh, babe, I'm gonna go poop.
But
Girth said, dang, Ms. Laugh at face, laugh at face.
About what? The wine? I'm taking them to go get wine, Garth.
Man, I gotta say though, Mrs. Eyes look so pretty today, dude. Them
Dude.
lashes, dude.
they are given, baby.
I put lashes on and my daughter told me I was going to Walmart to find a boyfriend. I'm like, bitch, you don't get on my face. It's like, oh my
Okay,
God, that's so
so-
embarrassing.
So now here's what they're also saying. They're saying, fighting constantly. Has there ever been a time when you got along without a fight? Now, that one I also feel is kind of far-fetched because every relationship you going to have an argument. So I think
Right.
it should be like, I guess it's saying, has there been a time when you got along without fight? So yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I try to approach it the right way. We ain't gotta argue if you just listen to what I say and I can listen to what you say and we come to the middle of it, get down to the bottom of it. I tell you how I feel, you tell me how you feel. We ain't gotta argue about nothing.
Ms. Girth said he just want to breathe. Danielle Lily says, hello, beautifuls.
Hello.
Hello.
What's he want to breathe? I mean, is there titties in the way? Like, I don't know what the fuck.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she's talking about Mr. Miss, because that's what
Yeah.
he was like. He was like, you don't be telling me everywhere you go. Well, I don't need to.
Toxic.
Well,
He said,
that is
Girth said she be trying. Oh, no, I think this was meant towards Sam. Girth said she be trying to argue her ass off. Cap, cap, cap. I ain't got time for all that noise.
I will start screenshot. Don't play with me. Don't play
No,
with me.
that's toxic too. That's good toxic though.
But it's not a bad toxic because it's not hurting
No,
either one
but-
of you.
No, they be fucking around though. Just like, you
There's
have
like
to in relationships.
toxicity. At the end of the day, I love the fuck out of my husband. I love the fuck out of him. He knows I love the fuck out of him. There was a time like when we don't argue, it means we're fucking like 3-4 times a day. And we're too fucking old for that right now. So we have to argue. We have to argue.
I feel like me and Girth are still trying to like, as long as he's known me for the last almost year. We're going on 10, 11 months. And I feel like he still cannot figure me out. Like he just instantly gets offensive, and he thinks that I'm going to do this and this and this, and I'm like, that's not how I do things, and you know that. So
But
getting him used to the way that I do things compared to what he's used to is the biggest.
right.
But I mean, we don't never take it. We've been into maybe 3 or 4 real big fights, but nothing that we weren't okay by the next morning.
Right. And see, that's where you need to remember, and I've learned you need to remember
How to communicate.
not only have you been through shit, but they've been through shit.
That
So
too. Yeah.
I was
you have
learning
to
it
take that
too
into
in my new
account.
relationship.
G3 said, if Cal is late coming home from work, I have to call her to see what store she is spending money at. Smiley face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face.
I tell him when I go to the store, I be like, I call him, I'm like, babe. And he's like, what'd you do? And I'm like, just listen, just hold on, listen. He like, what the fuck did you do? You went to the store for milk. I'm like, but hold on, there was a really good fucking deal. He was like, oh my, just fucking tell me already. I'm like, I spent $200 at Walmart.
Oh, Jesus.
Every
For
fucking
milk?
time.
For milk.
That's too much.
She went there for
That's
milk.
too much. That's too much. So then we have, okay, so now we're at where they're saying, obviously, we all know that if it causes physical injuries, this is definitely a sign that the relationship
Fuck
needs to
that.
end. It is extremely toxic. Then we have disrespect. What represents respect for you? Well, this is a two-parter. So we'll go around. We'll start with Ms. What represents respect for you in a relationship?
What do you mean?
That's just what it says. Like it
I
says
know what
disrespect.
represents disrespect. Like my big issue in the past couple years has been watch how you talk to me, because I have daughters. And if someone talked to my daughters the way you talk to me and you would have a problem with it, then you need to watch what the fuck you say. And like, honestly, once we had that conversation, because he'd get mad, he'd be like, oh, why you always being a bitch or whatever. I'm like, how you gonna say that? So like, but he has changed that. Because, that was my thing is, how would you feel if someone said that to your daughter? Because my daughters are, our oldest daughter is 15. She's old enough that she's got like a boyfriend or whatever. How the fuck would you feel if her boyfriend said that to her? Mm-hmm. But ever since then, he's like, don't be saying my name. I'm like, okay.
Lethal said, sup girls. Girls said, oh man, I could speak on this topic all day.
Oh yeah, we can.
James Miller said, no, that ain't who I think. Good evening, ladies. I thought that was somebody else. My bad. Go ahead. Okay, so basically your level of disrespect is if he come at you sideways, basically. Like out of character, out of name, all of that.
Because this me isn't the me from 20 years ago. So this me is gonna roll up in your fucking ass. Like I'm gonna call everybody with a fucking piece. No, like nope, don't do it. No, because I can be disrespectful as fuck, and I know I got a big mouth, and it drives him fucking crazy. So don't disrespect me.
Mine's not even that way, because we'll cuss each other out, and you can never take it serious. My disrespect is when you don't think about my feelings.
Or said that Joe can't stand her mouth.
If you're doing something stupid and you know it's stupid and you know how I'm gonna react to it, why would you disrespect me that way?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna react that way.
Like common courtesy. Like think before you do.
Especially if it's something you just had an argument about and they're doing the same fucking thing. Like 24 hours later, you're like, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think disrespect is getting loud with somebody. That is not the only way to disrespect somebody. Like, and I'm trying to get, that's like another thing. Like, okay, well, I feel disrespected, and like anytime I ever tell him how I feel, or if I'm feeling like he disrespected me, I always explain how I felt that way, and he always acknowledges it and apologizes. But sometimes I'm like, you're not listening.
Right.
You're
whatever, Garth.
But you're not listening. What he say? Oh my God.
Lethal said it is Lethal Man himself, Jen Fetro. You had it right. And Kurt comes, he's like, her name is Thelma.
Well, that's because you just yelled at him.
So yeah, I just like my biggest problem. Well, see, Clyde's biggest problem, I don't even think really is a problem. Well, it's kind of a problem. It's like I'm like that type of person. Like I kind of feel like the same way. Like you did me so dirty in the beginning. Like I don't feel like you have balls big enough to come at me incorrect at any point in time. But then at the same time, I have to think, well, he not gonna sit there and have me yelling over something and him not come back at me some type of way. You know what I mean? But like I
I be
told
getting
him, I'm
mad
like,
now
know,
when he don't argue back. I'm
You
like,
know
oh,
what I
you
do?
just don't care.
I just
You
hang
know
up the
what I
phone
do?
now. If he gets loud with me, I just click. Or I'll be like,
You
we're
know what
done
I
talking.
do? I'm gonna
Yeah.
blame all these exes that these men have because obviously that's like what they're used to. But this ain't what we do over here.
Right, we don't
But
do
it's
it.
crazy because I can't blame an ex because I'm
Oh,
the ex.
Like
I'm
for me,
the ex. I'm the
for
fucking
me,
ex. He loves me, and that's the fucked up part. Is I'm not saying it's gonna work out like that for everyone else, but this man will love me until his last fucking breath. His last fucking breath. And I'm still getting mad because he won't argue with me. I'm like, would you just fucking say something? He's like, just get out my face. Oh, who the fuck are you telling what to do? Like, you can't do that. And then he'll buy me a purse and everything's better.
It looks like Louise is sleeping. And then my
Again.
bad, gentlemen.
Again.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I don't know. I'm
So-
sorry. I'm talking a lot today.
No, you're cool.
I'm done
Okay, now
talking.
the other part of that question is, I'm going to ask Louise. The other part of that question is, because I think you have a problem seeing this part in relationships. How do you know if someone respects you in a relationship?
Like for me, it's just like for I'll use an example, like, well, the disrespect what we were talking about is like thinking I'm stupid, like saying
She was on
stuff like,
first.
like for
The
example, like
disrespect's always
me
louder.
and
Girth said, see, toxic Miz. You get mad because he won't argue with you. That's toxic. Laughing face,
That's
laughing
fuck. But it's a good toxic.
face. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
but
Louise. Go
like
ahead. I'm trying to keep
for
up on the comments. I'm
example,
sorry.
no, it's cool. No, it's cool. For example, like he was like, well, it's not that hard. Like it's like he made me feel like stupid, and I'm like, don't make me feel stupid. That to me is not
I
like that to me is disrespectful. Don't do that. Like
I
that's my PTSD, and that shit triggers it. Do not do that shit to me. Like that to me is disrespectful. But respect is like not calling me out of my name or not treating me like I'm a piece of shit or not, going above and beyond for me instead of me going above, it takes two, but if it, it's not always 50, which I understand, but
But it should always be 50-50 though.
reciprocated energy.
right. But it's not always 50-50. Like what I'm trying to say is like, I'm not going to go 80 and you go 20 all the time. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good because you never believe, like, I have to say it's more recent, but like, I feel like you just fall into toxic because you want so bad to believe what some of these people say to you because you don't have the heart to like
Say
be
no.
cutthroat. Like it's not even that she can't be cutthroat because her heart is too pure for that. So when when a man is talking to her, she feels like it is genuine. She don't see the ugly in people until it's too late.
Can I go
But
smoke?
I will say within where she's at now, she's doing it right. Let's take it slow. Let's not use
Oh
that
yeah, for
word.
sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, so I get that. Now,
Cussed the dude out a couple weeks ago. I called his ass toxic. I'm like, you toxic as hell. I want nothing to do with you.
Who was
okay.
that?
Now this one, What?
Damaris.
Oh, I hope you
Yeah.
watching.
You should
Now
have
this one
dog
is
walked
for
that bitch.
this one. Oh shit, we forgot to start the show off. Miz, you gotta do your thing, girl. Go ahead real quick.
I don't have a microphone. Hypertrophy.
That was
Okay, so this one is for Sam with.
2 M's.
Okay, so have you ever found yourself
Can I go
in
smoke?
a
Or is that rude?
relationship? No, go ahead. I did.
Okay.
Have you ever found yourself in a relationship with a significant other where they were making up stuff or coming up with lies about where you were, trying to cover up where they
yes,
were?
yes,
Girl.
yes,
Yes.
girl.
Spill
I
it,
had
Sam.
listen. I chased Trinity's father out the strip club and beat his ass in the parking lot.
Good girl.
Good.
It pissed me off. Oh,
See, he
ugly.
used to sell, like, I can't even talk about that, but he used to frequent strip clubs for other reasons than lap dances. So, yeah.
Garth almost got a bitch dragged out the strip club. Don't let him lie either.
I remember that. I remember that.
But
Yeah.
like now, if he went, I wouldn't even care. Like,
Babe, Ger said, man, where Clyde at? And he was like, I'm just in one of those situations at the moment.
Huh? He's in one of those situations at the moment.
I don't know what part that was.
It better not, listen, boy, you better be just in that bed.
right.
Oh Lord. She done look.
I don't even
See,
think he's
guys-
watching. I think he's asleep sleeping because he gets up at 4 a.m. So I should go up and wake him up. Be like, babe, do you think I'm toxic?
No, wait, friend. Oh my god, I cannot. Like, I not text him because he pisses me off. It takes him hours to text back, and then because I'm waiting for your text now, 10,000 things went through my head of scenarios.
Oh my
Now I
God.
talk to
Yes,
you.
Sam.
Just do not talk to me
Sam.
until you are done. Like, don't.
Yes.
Like, if he's going out for
What
the
goes
night,
through your
I
head,
won't bother
Sam?
him because he never goes out. And I'm like, man, like, you need to go out. Like, you need friends. You need to fucking
What
laugh.
goes through
Oh
your
my
head
God, I be
when
telling
they don't
Clyde that all
answer?
the time.
What'd you say, Luis?
I
What
said,
goes through your head when they don't answer? Because like I got a million scenarios going through my fucking head
The
why they're
first thing
not
that goes through
answering.
my head, the first
It's
thing that goes, even now, and it's so fucking stupid, the first thing that goes through my head is, I wonder what bitch you talking to. But for no, and even
Yes.
though I know he's not, like, that's the thing is, I know he's not.
But here's the thing. Louise gets mad because the motherfucker ain't answering her at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then he got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, he asleep. That's why he ain't answering.
Yeah.
No, see, the first thing that always goes to my head, it used to be the first thing is he crashed because he built his car up. It's very fast, and I'm like, oh my god, he's on the side of the Dama, you know, Louise, you know.
We was calling
I was
fucking
calling
hospitals and shit.
hospitals.
I was
Yes.
calling jail. Like, oh my God.
So like that used to be my first go-to, and then like it just shifted to what bitch got your attention, like. But then like I know he's probably on the game with his stupid friends and just retarded. I don't know, but when you can't get out your phone and I'm next to you, and then when you're all of a sudden with your friends, you're out your phone for 6 hours. No, we're not doing that.
Gert said in big letters, he said, you brought me to the strip club. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. How you gonna get mad at me?
Because I didn't approve that lap dance.
Oh, see, she got to approve it though. Like that
First
is very
of all,
important. If you go to the strip club with
me.
your man, you got to approve everything that goes on.
Thank you. First of all, she gonna walk up, and I was standing there, so she had to like pass me to get to him, and she noticed who I was because I used to work there as a server, not a stripper. And she was like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, we cool. And she's like, oh, I'm just going over there. I know them. I said, yeah, he's with me. The fuck? Where you going? So apparently they knew each other outside of the strip club. What? Why do you know this bitch? And why is she coming straight for you? So then they get to talking. First of all, she's like in his, like over here in his ear. I'm over here on this side. I don't know what's said to each other. Then all of a sudden he gets up and walks away. What? I almost burnt the whole building down.
She did.
But it was my birthday weekend. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck him.
No arson on my birthday weekend. No felonies on the birthday weekend.
Yeah, I ended up on stage getting a lap dance with all the strippers. So, and then he ended up holding my hair while I was puking over my bed. So we're all cool.
I think the last time we went to a strip club was, oh my God, like years
I
ago,
worked as a
and
parking
there was like a
attendant.
pregnant stripper.
A what?
A pregnant stripper. Like I wanted to pay her in formula.
Okay.
It was at like Fox's Den or something. It's one of those fucking.
Oh, that's the that's the place I chased my baby daddy out of and beat his ass.
Yeah, Fox's Den, and the bitch was pregnant as fuck, and I'm like,
dirty.
I'm like, y'all are scandalous.
Dirty.
G3 said, I worked as a parking attendant when I was younger at a club. Been there, done the club thing. It was the best 18-year-old year for me and a young man, to be honest. Gur said, pay a pregnant stripper with formula. I'm done. I can't breathe. Laughing face.
Yeah, that better be the only
Yeah,
thing.
like I wanted to give her some Isomil. 3 minutes till break. Good, because I gotta pee.
She said Isomil. She went with the expensive shit.
No, because you don't know if her baby lactose intolerant.
Oh my God. Did you really just do that?
Yeah. I wanted to be a good person.
Nah, that's not even what I'm talking about.
Oh, are you talking to Clyde?
He just blew a whole ass duck over this way.
That's why I told Mr. Miz, I'm like, you gotta go to bed. And he's like, why? I said, because I gotta do this podcast on the phone. He be ripping ass. I'm like, you're not about to do that today.
Girl.
Man.
I'm trying to eat my cereal. He gonna rip ass right next to me. I'm like, I'm eating.
He'll do that shit in the middle of the night and wake himself up and be like, what was that? What was your fucking ball? Like, what you...
When we get back
from break, would you take Beano if I bought it? And he's like, no, it's natural. I don't know, but then the next break, I'm gonna go pee and open another bottle.
When we get back, we are gonna switch this up a little bit. We are gonna talk about healthy toxic relationships because there is such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna come back. I don't know what y'all think. Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I just gotta pee real quick. Wash my hands.
All right, cool. We'll see y'all in 5.
Got it.
And Tyler's finger. Hey, y'all.
What up? What up?
We're back.
What up? What up? So, real quickly, let's get over the
Sponsors.
this fucking dog, though. Oh. Anyway, we're gonna do the sponsors right quick. We got Helping Hand Movement Services. Contact Jen at 216-682-6955. You can contact Dave at 216-456-5080. Mention KM Voice for the month of November. You get 10% off your move. We have a what's happening? We have my thing froze. Sorry. We have Spa and Nails, brother sister team. They own they own it. Get mine there. Louise gets hers there. Petty's best fucking place. Laid back, fun, kick it. 6488 York Road, Parma Heights. You can contact them at 440-843-6292. They do take walk-ins if they're not super busy, so you're gonna have to give them a call. You know, see what's up with that. Tell them we sent you. Not you gonna get a discount. Just tell them we sent you though. You got Tattoo Cafe. Joe, owner. He does the piercings. Fix them of mine. Fix them of Louise's. Has great tattoo artists. 41 Broadview Road, Cleveland, Ohio 44109. 216-676-5858 is their contact. And we have Rachel she is the owner of Blissful and Black. She runs lives on Facebook, and I get a lot of my clothes from her. I literally never met her personally. I sent her a picture. She dresses me perfectly. A lot of the outfits that I wear came from her. You could check her website out at www.blissfulandblessed.com, or you could check her out at Facebook at blissfulandblessed.com.
Like a pro.
Hold up, really quickly. I did forget some. Hold on. So we had Schizo on for our Halloween episode.
And Bumblebee.
Yes. And we had said that we would bring up his next event that is coming up this weekend, November 7th. It is called A Night of Champions. You can buy tickets at the door. The doors open. It says Sunday, November 2nd, 7th. I'm sorry. It is at 11001 US Route 250, Unit C1 in Milan, Ohio. You could go ahead. I'm going to share her link on our Facebook page as well. Rory Angel, you can get a contact with her for tickets and whatnot. But other than that, so now we're gonna talk about some healthy toxic relationships. Y'all think there's such thing as healthy toxic?
Yes.
Yeah, he is dropping the knowledge. I don't know if Sam with 2M seen it, but Girth commented right at the break that Sam just mad because I got that private lap dance and he didn't offer you one.
You about lucky you an hour and a half away. That right there smacked. And her.
And her, she said. And her. We be popping up at foes.
Cause let me tell you something. If any one of them strippers would have seen me in there beating her ass, they all would have jumped in on her ass. So who would have really got hurt? Not me.
You said that.
Toxic. God damn. My cord's all fucked up. Okay.
Rip him. So they said, now this is from Health Scope magazine, that a healthy toxic relationship is where we can be by ourselves without fear, a place where you feel comfortable and secure, a place where you feel like you could be yourself and you don't have to be somebody that you are not. You can have open, honest, and a secure conversation when an argument is about to arise without hurtful or harmful words.
See, I'm such a good toxic. All of those are me.
I'm learning. I'm learning. Like the old
I don't
me,
mean to go off
the old me
topic
would have just
here.
dogged you and called you out your name because that's what I thought love was. Because I was so young and stupid, I thought that was toxic. But now I'm learning that's not how you do things.
She
I
got a
don't mean
little
to go
Right.
off topic
But
here, but
listen.
look at my fucking grape. Why it look like a fucking eggplant? No.
I ain't never seen a dark one that little. Go ahead though.
No comment.
I'm done. Oh no, I'm done. I'm
If
so
you
done.
don't know any better, then you must.
Well, let me ask Tyler. Tyler, have you ever been in a toxic relationship? Like, we didn't even ask you. Let's go back a little bit. Have you ever been in a negative toxic relationship from a male's point of view?
For me, towards the end of my high school relationship, it was basically just arguing and toxic all the time. And I've basically avoided relationships for the most part since then because I didn't like that.
But how long was it toxic before you walked away? Or who walked away? You or her?
It was pretty much mutual. Like I went to college and we kind of grew apart at that point too. We dated all through high school, but when I went off to college, it was a whole different situation. And at that point, it was just arguing all the time. And eventually, we decided just to call it quits.
Good. Good for you.
I mean, that's the adult thing to do.
Most people get trapped into it, and then that's when they start to learn and that strong mental ability.
You stay out of relationships. So is that why you stay out of relationships to this day, because of that one relationship?
For the most part, yeah. It's when it comes down to that, I don't want to be arguing with like that all the time, and so yeah, I pretty much avoid it until I find somebody who's worth it.
Tyler, are you out here swinging?
I think we should find Tyler as somebody that's worth it.
That's a juicy ass grape
Yeah.
over there. I see you trying to hold that slob in.
I'm a curl, but
It's about to fly down her throat.
I know I'm gonna have to give myself Heimlich on my fucking chair.
Well, I have to say, like, I think, like, Clyde told me one time, he goes, we were arguing, and I was like, you don't love me. He was like, dead ass serious. And he's like, I don't think you realize how much I do love you. He's like, I am obsessed with every part about you. He's like, there is not a part of you physically that I don't like or internally that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And he tells me, like, even on my worst days where I know I look like I just rose from the dead, like, he will just tell me, like, how beautiful I am or whatever. And I think the most,
See, that's
like,
what's
when
up.
he kisses me on my forehead or like he kisses me on my bald head, that to me, I swear, oh, that makes my heart flutter.
Yeah.
I think that's what I miss a lot. Like we don't,
Affection.
yeah,
Affection. I
we
get
don't
it.
do all that. And I'm like every day he used to see me, he used to kiss me on my forehead, my cheek, my nose, my chin, my lips. And that was our thing. And like he hasn't done that in years. Like he did it probably like 2 years ago. And I'm like, oh my God.
My heart. little shit like that matters, and they don't
good.
realize that. Once you start doing something and you stop doing it, like I feel like that's where a lot of things fall apart.
That's where the fucking toxic
And I went
crazy
to go
bitches
wake
come
him
out.
up on the break. When I went to go pee, I went to wake him up. He knocked out. So then I felt bad.
So Girth said that looked like a grape, Mike and Ike. Girth also said that's
Oh,
the
so
king.
good.
Don't let them waste your time, Tyler. Danielle Lilly says hashtag find Tyler a wife. We have our
Yes.
Yeah.
And when we find her, Tyler, you gonna tell this bitch to come with a whole bunch of fucking sisters. When we find her, we're in the wedding.
Yeah.
I wear a fucking tux if I have to. When I got married, I had a fucking lesbian in a tux. So I will wear a fucking tux if I have to. I'm not a lesbian though.
Facts.
I'm just saying. So that's that. You know what? We need this on a shirt, Tyler.
Hashtag find Tyler a wife.
We need that on the. Oh, real quick, Tyler, can you put our shop link in the comments?
Listen, y'all. Whoever's watching, my birthday's coming up, and I want to see someone wearing a Chem Chemist fucking shirt.
Girth said a bit aggressive. Yes, Girth said you a bit aggressive.
What I do?
You threatened to excuse your wife.
I'm passionate. I need to find Tyler a wife.
So do you guys like think that, okay, so for us, we're comfortable and we don't see it as toxic or whatever, but the outsiders see it as like a bad toxic. Have you guys ever been?
Someone who's never been in that kind of relationship would see it as bad.
Yeah.
Like I have friends who've been in like years long relationships and they're not going anywhere.
Right.
Like she's got other people on the side. He's got other people on the side that don't know about each other. And it's been years long. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I just don't understand that. Like, what's the point? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
No.
And that's the biggest issue. They want to keep me because they don't want to lose me, but they also want to try this and this and this. No, go try that on your own.
Yeah.
Right. Like with Clyde,
that shit.
I will say he's the only man I've been with that, and I'll tell you what, anyone will vouch for me. I am not talking him up. This is legit facts. If we walk into a room and there's 10 bitches, beautiful as fuck, Barbie doll figure, or fat, he likes fat girls, laid out naked, I promise you, he gonna walk straight through that room, not look at one of them, and come find me.
My husband's gonna look, and I don't care. You can look all you want. You ain't taking none
I
of
be
bitches
telling him
home.
he can look, but he won't. Because
He
that's
gonna
like,
look and pretend like he's not. I'm not fucking stupid.
yeah, like I've
Devin,
never had that. I've
But
never,
my
never,
thing
ever
is,
had
I
that.
appreciate beautiful women. Beautiful women come in all different shapes, sizes, forms, whatever. I appreciate them. Once you start fucking hiding that you're appreciating it, I got an issue.
right?
If you're openly like, oh, she's a pretty girl. Okay, she is.
And don't fucking break your neck. Damn.
Don't break
Yeah.
Bitch, you break your neck for me when I'm walking past? No.
Yeah, he
But he
does.
does.
Yeah,
Like, I
he
can't even
does.
lie, because I could be at my fucking worst. Like, I've been wearing pajamas, and y'all seen me yesterday. Tyler's like, y'all in your natural habitat. And I'm like,
I know he
what's
dogged
that
us,
supposed
though.
to mean? But, like, he'll still say, he'll be like, you are so fucking pretty. And I'm like, oh.
In his defense, 2 of us were fucking bare ass naked. The other one was sitting there trying to figure out where HBO was. And Louise just hung up on us and said, fuck y'all, dumb bitch.
Like, bye.
Fuck in the
She
bed,
didn't even say bye. She just hung up.
And then she go message us, hey. I'm like, that was like 5
I'm gonna
minutes
go.
ago.
I'll
Where you
talk to y'all
go?
tomorrow. Fuck.
I'm like, where'd you
Ignorant ass.
go?
Louise,
I
all
love y'all.
you ain't love us enough to say goodbye.
Gar said, I don't try to hide it, laugh face. I'm human, just like Sam look at men.
No, I don't.
No, she don't.
I be looking. He
I be
already
looking
know.
on TikTok. On
I'm
TikTok,
about
I
to
be
say,
all over TikTok looking at them men.
because if I'm on TikTok and a song plays more than twice, I'm looking at something.
Thank you.
But I
Danielle
don't hide
Galee's
it. Him like,
wifey,
why do you keep playing?
she
Like
said
I
Josh tried to play
I don't pay
Josh,
attention to people enough.
she said Josh tried to play it off like 3 years in, and I'm like, dude, if you see something nice, show me. Gar said,
Right.
tell another lie, laughing my ass off.
I don't break my neck for any man because
Y'all are
every time I see a
funny.
dude out in these streets, they ugly as hell. So I'm like, ugh.
She do too. I was about to say, she'd be like, ooh.
Like, I don't waste my time looking at, like, I don't pay attention to people enough to pay attention and see if they're cute or not, like, at all. Like, I'll walk past a fine dude and not even know it, and I gotta turn around, like, wait a minute, I forgot to look at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't pay attention to men like that.
I don't look. I'm
Get
not.
me
I
on
mean, I
TikTok.
look, but
Get me on TikTok, and I'm. Can we move to Alabama, Texas?
Now here is another part of the conversation. Now this is going to probably be a touchy subject, but I kind of feel like it needs to be addressed because we can't just go on about relationships that are out in the open or whatnot. Now there's another part. There's this page on Facebook, and like I said, I've been searching, and
my kids home.
there was a meme that says, if you are in a secret relationship, like mistress, a mister, whatever, do you feel that other person has the right to say that you're being toxic? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the other person, does that other person have a right to tell you you're treating me toxic while they're laying with someone else and you?
Yes. I think everyone has the right to call someone toxic.
Right. Yeah, that's your own opinion.
Like,
I kind of feel like that's toxic already. Like, even before you get into,
You know what you
like,
got into?
But yeah, but like, that's what I'm
friends.
saying.
I have toxic family. I have toxic everything. There's toxic all across the fucking board.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Toxic is me trying to open this other fucking bottle of wine. That's toxic as fuck.
Your relationship is already starting toxic because you're already starting a relationship based on something that should not be taking place. And I'm not saying now listen, I'm not saying I have not been the other person.
Start a relationship under false pretenses. If you start a relationship and there's already like someone else, why in the fuck do you think that you're going to be different than the person you stole that person from?
That's what I'm saying.
Eventually your time is going to come.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You don't have a right to scream, you're toxic, you're toxic. Like, you just can't. Now,
I've literally asked Devin many, and still to this day, a fucking year later, I still ask him, like, do you need to go fuck other girls? Like, or like, do we need a break? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need you cheating on me. So if that's what you need to do for you, please let me know and you could go do it.
But if he did, and I'm not saying he will, but if he did, would you still be with him?
Oh.
If he said that he's gotta go, like he wants to fuck other females, not just once, but if he wants to go fuck other females, we gotta go. Like, just
Because
go.
I
Don't come back.
seriously considered a sister wife.
I wanted one of those type of relationships, but then like I started doing some deep digging and I just can't because I require a lot of attention. And if you can't, no, because I'm gonna end up beating her ass.
I used to require attention. I
Been
don't.
there, done that.
I require attention when I want attention. I don't require attention all the time. So like if it's your week with that bitch, and I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling like I need a little attention, and you can't give it to me, I'm gonna have a big fucking problem with that.
I feel like if you want to get into a whole, throuple, whatever, I feel like everybody needs to come together at that same time. Because if me and you've been together for this long, and then here comes this rando, and now she's new and exciting, we're not finna do that. Because I'm a jealous person, and I'm gonna beat her up.
Like, I tell you what,
I'll go ahead and say
I have done threesomes with many of my exes.
That's different. Now,
but
if
listen,
I'm in the
hold on.
mood to fuck
I'll
three,
tell you
then
what,
we can go.
But listen, I'll tell you what though.
Wait, what?
I will never bring a female into bed with this one because I'm telling you right now, the minute her lips touched his fucking shaft, I'm snapping your neck with his dick in his mouth. And if it goes with you, oh well.
I did many threesomes. I did many threesomes with my ex. I cannot do that with girls. I will literally kill somebody. Oh, girl, no.
No, I can't do it.
And I just know she can't do it better than me, so I'm gonna end up kicking her out the bed anyway. So move, bitch, it's mine. Let me tell you how he likes it.
Don't fucking touch it.
That's how I feel. Like
you're doing it wrong.
I'm not in a relationship, I don't care about threesomes. But when I'm in a relationship, like that's mine. I'm not gonna share.
Yeah, like I gotta be in the mood for it.
If you're in a serious,
hold up, I gotta cut you off. What'd you say, Louise? You did what now, huh? You want to rewind that back a minute? You say you can't do a threesome?
If I'm not in a relationship, I can have threesomes. But when I'm in a relationship, I don't want to share.
Oh, so we just gonna forget about me, you, and our exes then, right?
I mean, that was a long time ago.
I don't want to hear about this. I'm so disturbed right now.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't think I like.
No, we didn't. Y'all don't get, but yeah.
So years ago, I guess we were drunk.
They had a flatline problem.
So oh my God, I can't right now. Years ago, we were drunk. We weren't married. And I guess something had started. I don't remember it that much, but I remember I woke up pissed that something was possibly going on. And
see, I don't want to wake up to it. If we're doing a threesome, she gotta be out that night. If I wake up to it and I'm about to be sober because I know the only reason I let this bitch in my bed is because I was drunk and feeling myself and wanted to have some spice in it. She better be gone by the time I wake up and get sober because I'm beating her ass.
Yeah, because I don't knock it. I don't knock it at all. It's not for me. I'm not attracted to females in that way. I'm not. I
am, but if I was to be with a female, it's gonna be us. It ain't gonna be no dude. Maybe.
I am, but like I'm attracted
to
females.
Most men are okay with a three-way as long as it's another female.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want that whole
hold on
thing.
Garth said that's not fair. Why your ex get that treatment, but I can't?
Because he didn't have your dick.
I get it. I carry a heavy nickname, but man, girl, you about to get stabbed.
Because I mean, why is that a bad thing?
You is not finna beat this hoe's walls down in front of me, knowing damn well I know how that feels. I'm about to get mad because I know how that feels.
Not even that. I think with him, and I haven't known you that long, but I think with him, there's more of an emotional connection that there possibly wasn't with your ex.
Listen,
that is 1,000.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are or who you think you are. If you love a man, you ain't gonna be okay with him watching him fuck another girl. You're not.
Listen,
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you what I know her ex, and I was around when her and Gert first started. And when I tell you, I swear to God, I'm like, this is a rebound. This is what this is, because seriously, her ex fuck like that fucked her up.
I was
And
somebody that I
then
wasn't.
We all
like
were
when
at
I
some point.
first seen them together, her because at first I was like, man, he is young as fuck, like whatever.
I kept
But
Girth
when
away from everybody.
yeah, but when I started to like
Yeah.
hang with him, like I seen something that I didn't that like I judged a book by its cover. That's basically what I did.
She did.
And I
Y'all
will
got
say, like,
y'all
they
got a
have
fucking
their
connection.
arguments or whatever. They have their arguments, but I will say, and I'm not saying I've known Stan that long. That's still my best friend. Anyway, next.
And my best friend.
I will tell you that this is the happiest, like, I've
Yeah.
seen her. Beforehand, it was like, let me be happy. Let me be happy so don't nobody ever see my pain for real. Now when she walks out the house, she happy. And it's not
Right.
because she's pretending. So nobody else knows her business. And I don't
Right.
give a fuck what anybody says. She wasn't posting I love you. I seen that shit the other day. I was like, oh.
I did
I
too.
love
So
them.
I'm
Like
like,
I
holy
love them.
shit.
After that fucking picture, I fucking love them. I love them as a couple after that picture. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I'm like, look at this shit.
I
They
made
got
that
that
picture
energy.
horrible, but you know, he did his thing.
Shut up.
Oh,
Whatever.
you
You
look
look.
great, Sam.
Hey, I told him, I'm
But
like,
like,
I sent
if
him a
you ever
screenshot
notice
of
though,
us. I told him about me telling him that I'm gonna come up here and fuck him because of that picture. Or no, take his soul because of the picture. So we in the
yeah,
bed laying down, and he gonna be like, "So, you gonna take my soul like you said?" I'm like, "Give me a minute."
Let me compose myself.
let me compose myself.
I
Let's
be
see.
doing that.
We
I can say I'm gonna
have
go steal a
that.
soul.
Girth says Girth. He put a cap. He said cap. Wifey
Oh,
said, damn is so much more, or Sam is so much more happier. See, so it's not just me that sees it. So,
Nope, it's everyone, Sam.
but like, but she had to go through a lot of shit to get there. You know what I'm saying? But I'll
But
tell you what,
sometimes
though.
you do.
But I'll tell you what, though. I will never forget when she caught me. This is when it was like not really towards the beginning, but like towards the beginning of her like introducing him to people outside of her house. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the whole detail of what happened. And I'm like, I looked at Louise, we were shopping, and I'm like, we gotta go. Like shopping. She's like, where are we going? I'm like, we gotta go to Sam's house right now. We drive. I'm like, we ain't going to the store. We are going to Sam's house. And this motherfucker was sitting in the driveway. I'm like, I'm looking at Louise. She's like, what do we do? I'm like, I don't know. Let's see if he get out.
I was gonna kill him.
He go in the house being all smart. Your people downstairs.
They made
People
me walk in
downstairs.
first. He said some day downstairs recording.
I told him, I said, I'm going live for your death, just so you know.
Oh, drama, great. I
What?
was trying to swipe over to fucking Louise and I dropped my grape while she over there falling asleep.
I'm not falling asleep.
So the question is, Louise, are we going to hear about the booty hole tomorrow or next week?
No.
Yes, you are, because I think I'm ready.
This is like week 4, right?
I think I'm
Week
ready
4.
though.
This has like been going on since 1972. Like,
I know, but I'm ready now. I'm ready. I want to give
I
like
love the grape.
all my time to him.
okay,
I'm ready.
so all right, wifey, leave my Tito burrito alone. He definitely is yours. G3 said Ms. has the wine and crackers, and Clyde is cutting the cheese. Where the what? That's late. Why is that just coming up now?
Wait, I got grapes too.
Why is that just coming up now?
I got dick-shaped grapes too.
What is happening?
I had wine. Now the other one, the bottle's gone. But I got grapes, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna grapes, motherfuckers. You know what though? Like I will tell you. So now Girth goes, I don't remember that. You a lie. Now I'm gonna call you a lie.
Liar, dude.
Been lying his ass off. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dang.
Y'all, look at the size of this fucking grape. Hold on. Compared to this.
What the
Compared
fuck is that?
What the fuck
That
kind
looks
of
like a
grape
fucking
is that?
eggplant. Like a little
That's it.
eggplant.
It looks like the dick emoji. And I'm gonna
It
eat it
does.
anyway.
Did you say dick emojis?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, before I forget though, we can't forget the trivia question last week. That was posted online was what is Louise's when Louise was a child, what was the horror movie that made her terrified to where she's still terrified of it today? The answer was It. Tony Predovich was the first one to answer that trivia question. So this weekend we will be sending out a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card to her. This week, the question it's going to be we're doing questions about us because you guys can't Google that shit.
They don't know
Nope.
shit about me. So.
Right. The next person is this week is going to be of Ms. It will be a question of her
I thought it was
choosing. Oh yeah, Sam. I'm sorry, Sam with.
Oh.
Doing.
It'll be a trivia question about her, but she tells everything, so I got to figure out a good one.
What's my body count?
Actually,
What's
she
What's her
mentioned
body count? Is that what she just said?
No, I was thinking you had mentioned a couple of episodes ago.
Not that
your
much.
favorite.
Dang.
She said
Well,
not
I didn't
that
say
much.
it was that much, but she said it with a giggle. I'm like,
Because I mean, like, what else people don't know?
I know what. Well, it's not even that they don't know, but like, let's say if you are a true fan of our show, you will know the answer to the question. I'll say that.
see,
But
that's
I
not
do
even
not-
fair when it comes to me though, because I came in like late. They don't know
it'll
shit
be
about
fair.
me. They just know you used to
It'll be
beat me up
fair.
as a baby.
And you were
Damn.
undercover freak.
Who?
Yeah, you
You.
are.
You see, I'm
Contract
an
Kathy.
angel.
Contract Kathy.
Shut up, bitch.
No, like
It ain't
am
a
I
good
gonna
time if
die?
his
Like, I haven't
handprint
had
ain't
a
here.
good story. Hello?
Hello.
Can you
Hello.
take my breath away from my vagina so I can have a story next week, please? Whatever.
My coochie is still swollen.
Girl, we did kind of like he ate my shit raw. When I mean raw, like there was no penetration happening for a good 3 days. Like I
We
had to
go through
stop
those
him.
phases. Like I'd be
I had
walking to the house, she'll be like, just let me eat it real quick. I'm like, okay.
Like I can't. He's like, I just want to eat it. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't stand no fucking beard on my coochie. I can't do it. Like I'm too sensitive. And he ain't shaved. And
I
finally
love
I
it.
had to be like, I was like, bro, you have to stop. Like right now. Like I'm like taking his head in my thighs and like squeezing his brain. Like you gotta stop it. And I'm cool. So then we couldn't have sex for a while. His fault.
I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Just give me the D. I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah, I'm cool. You ain't doing that no more. Now, unless you just shaved like 2 hours ago, we're good. But other than that, we ain't got nothing. But I've been fucked up the last couple of days, so we ain't do nothing. But today,
We just be so
Probably
fucking busy. That's the problem. Is I don't get enough dick because we be busy.
I
And I'm
know.
like on this
I
whole
only see him
quarantine
like
thing.
once
He
a week,
working
so
once a week.
that's all I see him. But that's gonna change. It's because there's certain things going on.
Oh, snap. All right. Get it,
Things
girl.
are gonna change.
She ain't gonna look. We gonna be in. Oh, and y'all, we gonna be back in studio next week. But she gonna be in studio next week with no. She gonna be sitting just fine.
Studio. I could. I'm good for it.
I ain't even got pants on.
Me neither.
I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got none. You see how I'm holding my shit like it's from like cleavage up, and it's not even showing the whole cleavage because my titties are sitting on the bed.
I don't even care.
Oh, see, it's poking
Look
on
at Tyler. Look at Tyler. Look at Tyler.
Look, I got house clothes on.
I got
They're like,
my
we're doing it from
hurricane
home.
pants.
I'm like, bitches.
Nothing is better
I
than
got
when
my
y'all, we tried our Zoom out yesterday. We tried to see if the Zoom would work, right? We get on there.
I'm going into
Tyler
my
leans
living room.
back in his little producer chair, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just interested in that I get to see y'all in your natural element." I'm like, "Did he just what? Hold up."
He just said we look like shit.
We some creatures.
Sam's like, I'm naked. Whatever.
I was in a towel and I did not know he was on with us. And I'm like,
Well,
oh my God, Tyler's here.
3 minutes? No.
Damn. Did everyone like this is literally only gonna take 3 minutes because I think everybody already pissed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. All right, y'all. We gotta take another break. Sorry, it's gonna be like this one more time, sort of. But yeah, I guess we'll be.
What?
Hey, we're back, y'all.
Oh shit!
We were
So
not
in the
ready.
comments,
Did you see that TikTok video where he's like 14 grams and he's like, I don't know what just happened the last 3 hours?
Yes. The brownies.
That was Louise.
So Gerst,
I'm sorry about that, but
Gerst
Shut
said, I
up.
don't know what y'all referring to. Wifey said hashtag penis scrapes. Gerst said 1,000. I guess when she said something about her body count, and he's like, and that's or he said 1,000, and that's a body count. So you kill like 1,000 people.
Bitch, I know you ain't talking with your over 300.
And then wifey said, my man gotta have a beard.
Yeah,
I don't mind the
like
beard.
the
I just don't like
beard.
it rubbing up on my
Because
coochie. I don't like
I
beards.
like
My
when
ex
his
had a beard.
beard gets crunchy after the fact. Like, that's me right there, motherfucker. That's me. Like, don't forget it when you sniffing that shit. That's me all right there. Because he has a long beard, so he gets like syrup and shit in it when he's eating pancakes.
But like a lot of dudes don't know using your beard will help us get off. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
use that beard a little bit.
Do you go upstairs? My
Not
adult
when it's
son
stubbly.
is
When
sitting
it's
right here.
stubbly, it does not feel good.
No.
you say you're adult. Oh no.
Yeah, I have an adult
Let me
child.
hide my face. I'm hiding my face.
You ain't gotta hide nothing. He knows. Like they get so irritated because I be talking about his daddy. I be like, "You gonna come clap these cheeks?"
He mad as hell.
How the fuck did you get here? He ain't pull out when you showed up, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I've never fucked your daddy in the bathroom at Long John Silver's. Thank you.
Oh, he says.
Well, I don't know who he was fucking in the bathroom at Long John Silver's. It wasn't your mom. Not one McDonald's either. I ain't fucking in no Burger King bathroom. The fuck?
He done got his daddy caught up. I'm just playing.
Just like told on his daddy.
He is so dramatic. He like we totally traumatized our kids when they were growing up. Like totally. Because we were always fucking. So.
Girl, my daughter walked in on me sucking girth. Let me tell you, and we had no blankets on. Anytime that we've ever done anything, we have the blanket covering me. The one time the blanket was not covering me, she walked in and we were stuck. I'm like, I couldn't move. My head was still on his wiener. And I'm like,
that's part of a kid's like growing up. Like I remember we used to hear my mom and stepdad.
yes.
You remember? Like they'd be like,
I remember my parents.
and I'm like, oh.
And their room was upstairs, so you always heard the fucking floor. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Traumatized. So
fucking ties.
so
they be
here
making weird
is
noises. we're on our list, right?
We are gonna get back to so now we're gonna get back to because really that's all that was about the healthy. It was nothing, whatever. But now we're back to now these are what they're saying is the most dangerous signs of a toxic relationship. And these ones kind of like I kind of knew it, but like some of them I'm like, ooh. So we have your partner separates you from your family, friends, and children. Your partner verbally abuses you either in private or in public. You lose your self identity as you depend more on your partner. This is their overall goal, and also a narcissist. Your partner dominates you, not leaving you any space for your preferences. You are afraid of telling the truth for fear of upsetting your partner. That definitely ain't me.
That's a big one in a lot of relationships. Once an argument starts and you keep trying to tell your feelings and it just leads to an argument, they're eventually not going to tell you because they're scared of your reaction.
That's right.
That's like a big thing for me too. I do not like bottling up my feelings, and I really hate when I think and I feel like I have to shut up.
See, that's how my other relationship was. It was bad. I couldn't say shit.
Couldn't say nothing.
I don't like that.
I say what I want to say like now, but there is, and I wouldn't say it's like a bad toxic, but there's like a certain line where I know like he don't listen. Like you ain't gonna listen to how the fuck I feel because like I'll say something that pisses me off. Like he'll do something that pisses me off. I'll be like, it really pisses me off when you do this, and he'll be like, well, you did this. Why the fuck you got to turn my issue?
That's what I'm saying.
Into my issue. Like I'm just telling you what problem I have with you right now, and you're telling me about all the issues I have. That's not what.
Like why wait until now? You could have voiced that when you felt it.
Yeah.
Voice
but I think
it
that we're
when
just
you
fucking
feel
tired
it.
of each other's shit. Like, did you just turn your hat?
Why not?
I know.
And then you don't want to make it to where like you're always you feel like you're always nagging, but like
I don't care. I'm a nag.
when are you
Nag,
supposed to get your feelings out?
I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? I know what the fuck I bring. Number one, I know what the fuck I bring to this relationship. Number two, I know the fuck I could still bring that same shit to this relationship if you're in it or out of it. So you're here. And it pissed him off when I first told him this. I said, you're here because I want you here, not because I need you here. I want you here, not because I need you. And as a man, I think that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Emasculated him. And I didn't mean to do that, but it is what it is. Like, you're here because I want you to be here.
Sometimes they need to be told that.
Yeah.
But then like in my circumstance, like with Girth, he's so used to so different. So like trying to come over here to my side, it like kind of makes us bump heads.
Right.
Like,
broken people
seems
break
like
people.
to actually
And I will
talk
stand
to
by
somebody
that.
about like how you feel and stuff. Because like there was a situation where last week he got us tattoos and I was like, and he's like, I'm not gonna tell the friends at work, and I'm like, well, why, are you embarrassed of me or something? He's like, no, it has nothing to do with you. It's the fact that they're talking to me about like spending stupid like money on stupid things, and I'm like, you kind of hurt my feelings because it made it sound like
He's a
you
grown
were
ass
embarrassed
man.
of me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And he's like, no,
okay.
like, and just it made me feel good to actually be able to talk to him about it because
But like,
my ex
why did it
relationship,
hurt your
I
feelings
wasn't able
though?
to do it. It hurt my feelings because I thought he was like embarrassed of me for a minute. I went
But
there
he ain't
and
even
I
say
shouldn't have
that.
went there.
Oh, you toxic too. Ooh.
No, I
But if
feel
that's what
it
you're
because
used
I feel
to,
it.
yeah, if
I
that's
would
what
you
you're used
didn't.
to, then that's what you only have what you're used to base something on if you've never been in that situation.
You so paranoid.
I be feeling
Yeah.
like Devin's embarrassing me because you know what I'm saying. He's used to
That
something
man is
different.
not embarrassed of you at all.
Not at all.
At all.
Nope.
He embarrassed
I used to say it, but I know he's not. Like, because like he'll have like a Christmas party at work or something and I don't go. Or he'll have something with people from work and I don't go. But it's the same thing with me. If there's something at work, he doesn't go. But it's not because I don't want him around. It's because like you don't do that. Like you don't drink, you don't, whatever.
You gotta
So
have
like,
separate
I'll fuck
lives.
with him, but
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what, listen. David be like, I'll be fine without you. I'm like, okay, bye. 4 hours later, I'll be like, you ain't packing? Shut up, motherfucker.
Witness.
There ain't no
him out.
breaking up. And I'm
I
like, you the
kicked
one
him
that
out
said
one
you was
time.
out? Where you at? Or I'll be like, I'm out. And I'll take my keys in my purse and I'll go drive for a while. And he'll be like, you better get your ass back here. I'm like, nope. And then I start getting tired of you.
That's
Devin
toxic.
locked me in the car because you ain't going nowhere. He took my keys, locked my car door while I was still in it. I'm like, bruh, my alarm's gonna go off. Unlock it so I can get out. Stupid.
But you ain't go nowhere.
I didn't. I went right upstairs.
Come on.
I don't even do that. Like my thing is like now is we're gonna fight, we're gonna argue, and I'm gonna go to bed. And tomorrow I'm still gonna be mad as fuck at you. And probably the next 3 days I'm gonna be mad at you. But eventually shit's gonna get back to fucking normal. So we're gonna talk about it or we're not. And
I don't
not
like going to
about
bed mad. I don't like going to bed
I don't
mad
like
or my
going to bed
feelings
either.
hurt. But
I'm
most of
still
the
gonna
time,
go to bed. I'm still gonna put my ass in his back like I do every fucking night. I don't care. He'll be like, get off my side of the bed. Make me. Make my ass is not little. Make me. But I ain't gonna talk to you. So I'm gonna put my ass on you, but I ain't gonna talk to you. Fuck you. I'm stubborn. I'm a straight up asshole. I know.
And you
I'm a
know,
straight up
we're talking about, you know, how guys are toxic. Like, I am an advocate of uplifting men. So like I am one of those females that do understand men go through so much mentally that they will never speak about. So I
Yeah.
always keep that in mind too, which is why I always try to approach things the right way, because I know you're going through something and I don't want you to feel like I'm adding to it, but this needs to be talked about when I feel it.
Right.
Because a lot of things need to be explained to me for me to understand. And then that's all I need is an explanation and me to get my feelings out. And then we're done. Like, we're over it. We can move on. Explain it to me because I'm seeing it this way and it may not look that way or it may not be that way.
I think like I had said, I think broken people break people. Like, we came from a broken home. Our parents got divorced. There was bullshit on top of bullshit, whatever. And we saw that as normal. You know, his family, you know, they went through whatever the fuck they went through. And I'm not just saying like in general, I'm not talking about, I love my in-laws right now. Well, my mother-in-law, I love her. So, but broken people break people. So like, I had daddy issues. I had big abandonment issues. I had 10 times over. Like, that's my whole thing. Even now, I'm like, oh my God, you can't leave. I'm gonna be by myself. But you got to get past that. At some point.
But like, that's the thing too. My parents were always together. Like, we had an amazing childhood, like amazing.
Yeah.
And you would think, my mom looked at me and like, she asked me, she was like, you act like you have daddy issues and you don't. And I'm like, I know, but I was always spoiled by my dad. My dad spoiled me until his last breath, literally. Anything that I wanted, like, my dad was always there. Both of my parents. My mom kind of took over now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but
so
I don't understand.
Do you think that because your dad treated you with that intensity, that anyone you're with has to treat you with that intensity, or they're not going to love you as much as you feel like you deserve?
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I'm daddy's girl, and if you can't amount or even try, then you can't. Like, I don't think, I'm not looking for somebody that is just like my dad, because I will never find that. My dad is 1 in a fucking million.
Right.
But
I don't want to find that.
But no, like, show me the love that he showed me. You know what I'm saying?
You're never gonna find someone like that.
I don't even know how to explain it, because nobody can ever show me or do anything like my dad does. But I can't expect nothing less.
Right. You shouldn't. And that's what they say. The first man a girl should ever love is her daddy. Like that. He should set the bar for, but we didn't have that. Like, when we were growing up, we didn't have that. So I had, you know, the closest thing I had to that was when I was 15. I met this boy who loved me like I have never been loved, in my eyes, of course. Like, I've never been loved by a boy or a man or whatever in my life. That's where our connection grew. And that's, you know, whatever. That's not necessarily saying, oh, he became my daddy because he was the same fucking age. It's fucking weird. But I just think that, like, that's probably what you're going to be looking for or close to getting in your life, is someone to love you with no bounds. Like, that's what you know, no matter what, they're not going to judge you.
I want somebody that's going to look out for me. Like, if you know I can't do it, whether it be financially or physically, look out. Why do I need to tell you to feel the fucking, I don't know. Why do I need to tell you anything?
I think with some men, though, I think they are so, Girth and Clyde are very much alike. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? So I think
they need guided. They need guided.
They won't admit that, you know, like this, and this, whatever. Like, they will, but they'll tell you the story, but then they'll leave out the part of how it hurt them.
Yeah.
But we know it happened, but they won't admit that it hurt them. So like, I have to understand from Clyde's point of view, like, he's never had a relationship in his life where, like, they stayed through whatever. they built with him. They didn't add an addition to what he could provide. Like with him and I, we started from nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his shit, whatever. But like, I just think like I have to sometimes understand like he's not used to that. He's not used to like when I'm like, but you're not listening to me. Like this is how I feel, and he gets frustrated because he can't understand because he's never been in that position to be allowed to understand.
Right.
So I try to understand it for that. But yeah, we definitely him and I listen. We are toxic as full, but it's in a good way.
Like,
We are in a
and
good
that's where the
good way.
respect comes in too. That's where the respect comes in again because I put Devin on a pedestal.
You do.
You do.
And I will be
You
damned
do.
if anybody's gonna
does, for real.
disrespect him.
Right.
Trinity's dad tried it one time, and he could even vouch. I told him, don't ever speak on his name. I can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I learned to value what I love. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that too. I had to learn that. So Devin knows when his back is turned, or at least I hope he knows. When his back is turned,
you push that.
I'm always going to have respect for him. I'm not going to do something that I know he's not going to like me doing. And I need that reciprocated back to me.
Which is why we didn't go to Columbus, y'all. Just saying.
Right. God, even though he got a fucking lap dance.
We offered to let him go.
God.
But yeah, anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So Danielle said Josh and I pull the little kid thing where we turn away from each other in bed when they're arguing. Then she set upon the dad thing. She's like, dads are supposed to set the bar.
Absolutely. They are.
True.
But when ours didn't set the bar, we took what the next best thing was to us.
Yeah.
We had someone else set a bar. And we tried to live, just tried to live under that bar or whatever. We didn't have, and Thelma, you can attest to it. I'm not saying anything bad about my father or my stepfather now, but they didn't set a bar. Like we didn't have that bar. We didn't have, it was not what
I get it.
If my daughter was in that fucking relationship, I'd be her ass and his ass. Like that's not even. So so yeah, I definitely both had fucking daddy issues. It was,
my daughters are 5 and 7, and I can already see their daddy issues so bad, and I hate it. I
can't even say that because like we have stuck it out, not only for us but for the kids. Because I didn't want my kids to have those kind of issues, and no, we gonna make this shit, motherfucker. We gonna make this shit work because I'm not putting these girls through that shit. Like, no.
I respect that 1000%. But your generation was able to get through all that. This generation, these motherfuckers are dumb. And this is impossible. And me, once I'm tired of something, there's no coming back from it. And I got to that point with every man that I've been with. And you're gonna hate me. Because when I don't want shit to do with you is when you want to finally change, and I'm not having it.
Right.
I done moved on. By the time you figured out that I'm the love of your life, I done moved on. That's your fucking fault, and I don't feel sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Jen knows, Thelma knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I do too.
I plead the fifth.
But like that happened with every relationship that I was in, not just 1 or 2. Every single one of them. Don't notice me now. I was the same person when you was with me.
Girl said, "Damn, you're heartless."
Who?
I don't know.
Probably Ms.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He said, "Girl, must be HF." Oh, at Sam.
Wait, what?
Yeah, trying to blame it on me.
He said that was
I try and I try and I try. If it just keeps happening, like I don't know what to tell you. Like I put up a lot though.
Like I was willing.
Exactly.
But
I get so much patience.
I don't.
Fuck that.
Well, I
You
do.
have to
I
be
do have
willing to
patience because, like,
change.
I wanted to
It's
end
that
my
too.
last marriage. Like, I wanted to end my last marriage probably like 10 years ago. Yeah, probably like 10 years ago.
I
And then it
really
was
fucking
always,
wish you would
well,
have.
he's the one that works, you know what it's like to grow up in a divorced home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just constant, like, oh, well, go to counseling. But at some point, like, counseling was not going to help that situation. When the issues within the
Cause he
home,
asshole. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
when the issues within the home started scarring who I was physically and mentally, I couldn't do it. And it just got to the point where, like, I was being asked, like, why is this always broken? Like, you can't be that clumsy. Like, it was always a question of, well, damn, how you break this? Or damn. And then it ended up where I had broken my ribs. We're not going to get into that. But I had 2 broken ribs, and we were at Louise's house at a party, and everybody's like, all right, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this is not. And then, like, 2 days later is when it was like from here to here, like black. And I'm like, this ain't gonna work out too well. But I put up with it for years, and it was like, and
Trinity's
it didn't
dad
get to
probably
that
like,
point
ooh,
though. It didn't get to
man.
that point till the very end though. It was always verbal. It was always like, well, you don't work. Your
I
family's
don't even
fucking
think he
crazy.
would.
Ain't nobody gonna fucking give you custody of our son. I'm gonna make sure of it. Like all types of shit. Like you're on this medication. Ain't no judge gonna give you him. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
See, if
My
my
ex
relationship ever
called
turned physical,
CPS on me.
fuck out. Fuck out.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You got me fucked
I'm
up. My
ready.
baby daddy,
I'm not even joking when I say I want to smoke.
I
I
want
be
smoke.
in his face. I'm like, come on.
I
You want to
want the
fucking?
smoke.
He'll be like, get the fuck out, my man. Get me the fuck out your face. Come on.
No, I don't like. I don't know. Maybe sometimes my peace. Devin hasn't took me there. Maybe that's why. But you only get so many chances to scare me, and then I'm gonna fuck your ass up.
Look, I'm
And he
telling
don't
you,
even
David
try
walked
because he
up on
knows
me
I
one
ain't
good
fucking
time,
stable.
and Louise will attest to this dude. He walked up on me, and it was not like he was coming with fists drawn or nothing like that. But like, I swear to God, I snapped into a fucking place in my head where I shouldn't have been, but I went there just because he was angry but walking towards me, and I 3-pieced him. All right. Like, you know what I'm saying? This was like in the beginning of our relationship, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I said, don't walk up on me like that. I told you.
Elite girl, Trinity's dad walked around with a black eye for 6 weeks because we got into it, and I was pregnant, and he would always try to beat my ass. And I'm talking slam my head on fucking hoods of cars while I'm pregnant, like all types of shit. And then I started fighting back, and I used to beat he was so weak. And I'm so mad that I let him hit me. He was that weak.
You make me want to go beat his ass. Like, quit playing.
Girl.
I don't know what happened. Like, I turned old and I'm like, man, fuck these dudes. I can fight a grown ass man. Fuck.
I used to be like, I swear, but you know what?
And I'll tell
Okay.
you
It's
what it is. When you're in an
12:15.
abusive relationship with somebody that you love, because
Oh, what
the
time
abuse
is it
doesn't
done?
come. The abuse doesn't come early. So when you're in love with a man, or you think that you're in love, and when the abuse finally comes, the fire in their eyes when they're in the middle of doing it, that haunts you. And
Yeah.
that's why most women do not fight back, because of that look.
Yeah.
But then I learned how to fight
like,
back.
It's like the hardest thing for me, like I got over all that, you know what I'm saying? But I think the hardest thing for me is like when I'm like at the hospital or something, and they're like, where all them scars come from on your stomach? And I just be like, oh, I'm clumsy. I still lie about it.
Mhm.
Still. To this day, I lie about it. But like, okay, we get it. Like, we gonna have to do it. We gonna have to do a whole show about that at one point. That's some deep ass shit, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But like I just think, like, as with the whole toxic thing, I think, man, that word though, like I learned, like when I first hear toxic relationship, I instantly think bad. And they don't necessarily mean bad.
They don't. Right.
I don't know,
There's
like
2
maybe
different
because
versions.
I'm in like a good
Right.
relationship now, but I love that word toxic. I'm like, it's just so big dick energy.
What happened?
You're toxic. I'm taking over.
Yeah, but like David loved that word. He was like, "You so toxic." I'm like, "Fuck you." You don't say that while I'm swallowing your babies.
Facts.
Okay, let's see. Family Guy said you're a great person, are in a better place. Thank you, Family Guy. You was there for me through all that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Louise was like, "Nah, we ain't doing this. You coming to the movie with me." She was like, "It's over with."
Right.
Then I went to her house and she in a toxic ass relationship as I was. I was like, "What the fuck?"
And I played off cool too, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm like, "Holy shit, bro. We living this all over." I said, "No, we gonna have to. We dipping." And that bitch, listen, this bitch gonna walk in the house. She's gonna be like, "You know what? You ain't never gonna change." And she gonna throw her ring, right? We all living together. She gonna leave me with this motherfucker. I'm like, hold up. Like,
Come
hold the
back
fuck
and get
up.
me.
I'm like posted up in the living room about to kill this dude.
It's fucking cold out.
And she's like packing panties. No, I was packing her panties. That shit was
Oh, that was so fun. I'm like,
I heard
damn,
that story.
I'm pretty sure I have enough panties.
like, she was like, look, they got you. She was leaving and I'm packing her back. I'm like, you gotta go. You gotta go before this shit gets bad. And she's like, has a suitcase, right? And she's like, how many panties do you think I need? I filled the whole suitcase with her panties. Like my mama said, always make sure you got clean panties. Take these panties.
Because if you're in an accident and you got dirty panties, you're going to be embarrassed.
I know. Like,
I'm
but
like,
that's
okay,
the
We ain't
thing. I
lying.
remember when I was a
need clean panties.
look, when I was a kid, I flipped over my handlebars and knocked me out, right? And I go to, they take me, they had to call EMS because I'm knocked out, right? My mama gonna come into the emergency room, like whispers in my ear. She's like, "You got them new panties that Grandma Green made you, right? The silky ones with the flowers." I'm like,
They had our names in the tag. Was that when you flipped on the car or in the street? Because you flipped a couple times. She was clumsy as fuck. The one time she flipped over handlebars, laid in the middle of the street, and the guy in the van's like, "Is she okay?" I'm like, "She's dead."
Me and my
That's
garage,
toxic. Oh
and my
my.
straight up and ran right
I
into
grew
the
up in a
garage.
toxic.
they're clumsy. What can I say? So next week's topic, well, first of all, when I get off of here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to post the trivia question on the Facebook page. I
Okay.
will tell you that she has
Do I get to
mentioned.
guess? Because I don't know.
Can we say it here so I can think
No,
too?
no, I'll message you. I'll message you. But she has mentioned this several times on several episodes. So you got, like, if you really want to win that gift card, you gotta,
Can I bring
whatever.
wine next week? I'm bringing wine next week.
Yes,
Yeah.
spring wine.
Different flavors. Who's driving?
I want to taste your flavors.
I don't like pussy, but I will
I
bring
don't like
different
it either.
flavors. Okay,
That's
good.
why I said the wine.
Okay. Well, you said my flavors. My
When you
flavor
say
is
you don't like it,
unforgivable. Huh?
You
Her
said
ass
you're
was
gonna
in a
bring different
whole
flavors
ass.
of wine. That's
Her
why I said
ass
it.
was in a whole ass like 19 Kids and Counting, whatever fuck show that is that they do where they have like 8 wives or something.
So how about we go and we'll all go on like a day trip out to the winery and we'll record it. Can we like put that in one of
Yeah,
our
we can go
episodes?
fly.
I'm
Oh
down.
yeah, we could.
I'm down.
Probably
That'd be
Tyler
fun.
would have to do it though. I can't do
Tyler's
that
like,
shit.
of course I can. I hang shit from the ceiling for you guys.
What do you mean? Tyler's going with us. What the fuck?
Yeah. Tyler's coming to the winery.
Taste our flavors.
Why are you saying it like that?
Winery. That's I'm fucking cold.
I'll go. I just need to,
See, I
bring the
think like
problem.
this has been a good thing. Like when I came in because Sam got hurt in the car accident, I was like, man, I can't do the stuff y'all be doing. But like this is like therapy with you bitches.
It
Like
is.
Aw, that's so
I
great.
need
It's
I
same with
need
you
my
guys
weekly
too,
therapy. I'm like, I
for
can't
sure.
come this week. I want to get
Girth,
in.
we didn't answer the question. Girth is so behind the times. He's like, what's the question? I know the answer. I missed it. We didn't even bring it up yet.
We done
Listening
talked
on the
about you this
question.
whole last little the part of the 30 minutes, and you missed it all.
Wait.
So
She was talking about your penis and everything.
it was.
But, I want to give a huge shout out again to Tyler. Yet again, he set us up. He went above and beyond. Like, and y'all don't even know. He be surprising us. Like that whole sponsorship little video reel. He be working undercover and then he be surprising us every week with something new. You notice we got new backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? We got he working on a new start to the show too, I think. We're gonna start taking pictures and stuff. So thank you, Tyler, for again.
Thank you, Tyler.
Getting us right. He getting us all professional. Like, it's weird. We're so
Tyler's
bougie.
other shits. So don't think that we pull up without him.
Tyler, man. Send to Tyler.
Hashtag find Tyler a wife.
Hashtag find Tyler a wife because he wears little suits when he has to be professional, right, Tyler? Why are you putting your head down, Tyler? He be tapping on that little fucking notepad.
Listen, he gonna clap some cheeks and we're all gonna be like, who the fuck is this bitch?
That's
Bring her
right.
to the studio.
That's why I said it. We have to find her.
Pull up.
We have to find her. That way we approve.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, he can find her, but she gonna have to come
She
to one of
doesn't
the
accept
episodes.
us. Fuck her whole life. Like, fuck her whole life. If she doesn't
Yeah,
accept
if
us.
you don't like none of us, it's over with, homie. Sorry, bitch. You gotta go. I don't care. I don't care how much in love with his pee-pee and balls you are. Like, no.
He was doing shit for us long before he was doing shit for you. Remember this, future Tyler White?
And we haven't even seen his junk yet, so we trump you.
Like we have a whole, like, you have a contract you gotta sign. Contract Kathy will have it filled out. It'll be all right.
I'll figure it out. No problem.
And you can't have them on Thursdays. Sorry.
Nope. Thursdays. You can come along. We just don't want no drama.
Yeah.
Don't get me
She went
invested.
there.
Fuck yeah, I went there. Don't get me invested in no drama.
I got the friend request.
I love
today.
you.
Oh God, I love you, bitches.
you.
But yeah, thank you again. Sponsors, y'all know we said them like 3 times. Like, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Damn,
We'll
this
be
shit
back
went by
next week.
quick. I think it's because I ain't wearing no panties or a bra.
Facts.
I ain't wearing no bra either.
I got a bra on. That bitch is
think that's
off
right.
on my back.
I ain't got shit on but a tank top. A long one.
I got this right here and this. So, and I got pink knee highs on. So
Yeah,
I look real cute.
but I can't take them off because if I take them off, I'm gonna rip my real eyelashes off. So
See, I can't go down from here down because like my boobs are resting on the pillow on each side of me. So
I'm chilling.
Shut up.
well, I can't just let them hang
Tyler.
because then I may not be able to breathe. That's a lot of hanging.
Miss, you look so comfortable.
I am. I'm chilling. I'm in my rocker recliner, like bitches.
All right, y'all. I'll see y'all
I
next
appreciate
weekend.
y'all.
She over here
What's next
asleep.
week about? Do we have next week? I know she over there knocked the fuck out again.
Next week we will post. I don't know what we gonna do some. I don't know what we're gonna talk about next week. We ain't figured that out yet. But we will
is there
post
anyone still watching? Can we let them choose like topics?
We can actually. Actually, we can. Oh, here we go.
We'll just
Hashtag
talk shit
find
for
Tyler.
2.5 hours.
We got
That's
another
fine.
hashtag. Find Tyler a wife. A hashtag again.
Find Tyler a wife.
Yeah. But
And then we'll
yeah,
put his
why don't we
number on
do
the
that?
back.
We'll do a
My
we'll do a
birthday's
poll.
coming up, and someone needs to be wearing my shirt. Period.
Period.
Period. The cum chemist. The cum
So,
chemist. I don't care if you buy it and put it on your fucking dog. Someone needs to fucking wear it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll post a poll on the Facebook page, y'all, and we'll give you guys 2 days to decide what we should talk about next week.
Oh, I like that.
I got a big ass head.
But
it's a cute head though.
like, I'm just surprised
It's
my
alright.
balls didn't show. You know what I'm saying? My neck balls. Y'all, I got neck balls.
Bitch, I can't stand you right now.
Yeah.
Don't get me
Okay.
laying down. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me
That's what
started.
I got like 4 pillows behind me, so my boobs don't look like they're sagging too far. Listen, I ain't
I
do my
know.
makeup. I ain't do my eyebrows.
Mr. Miz, he was like, "You ain't about to do that in the bedroom, are you?" I'm like, one day I'm gonna take a picture and show y'all. His daddy done bought him a deer head, and I wouldn't let him put it nowhere in the house, so he put it in the bedroom. You know what the fuck I did with it? First, I kept taking it out and hide it in the garage, and he'd find it and put it back up, whatever. So now it holds all my goddamn Coach purses.
Girl
And he was like,
said, we ain't worried about your birthday, Miz. You getting a lump of coal.
I'm beat his ass for
"Fucking
you.
Grinch,
Grinch.
ain't Christmas." Goddamn. Sam, buy him some cum chemist shirts or boxer socks. Buy him some cum chemist socks.
Got you.
We have
And
socks.
I'll make him wear it when I take y'all's dirty pictures. Bitches.
All right,
I
y'all.
told
I'm out of
him
here.
that we wanted to
All
take
right, love you.
pictures, but I don't know if he listened because he don't listen to me.
They don't never listen. They never
They
listen. What you mean?
They just be on their
No.
phone.
Tyler's like, would y'all stop fucking talking so I can sign off?
They're
2
gonna
minutes
fucking-
till the
they're
Zoom
gonna fucking
auto
leave
ends.
again. Her ass just be
What'd
dipping
you say?
out like deuces.
What'd you say, Tyler?
I said less than 2 minutes till the Zoom auto ends.
Oh,
Okay.
well, fuck you too, Zoom.
All right, y'all.
All right,
I love
y'all.
y'all bitches. I can't wait to get into the studio next week. Y'all pay attention to our Facebook page for the trivia and poll on what the show should be next week. Thank you, Tyler.
Bye.
Thank you.